Hey, how are you? Alright, tonight's intended to actually be a short video. A little tired, distracted, got too much going on this week. Hi. Alright, move that a little better. Okay, let's get the tagging done. Me and my non-ideal lighting. So how's everyone today? It's a day. It's Tuesday. I had to think what day it was. Wow. Alrighty. So, earlier today, my Stampin' Up! Orders came. It's like, yay, finally. Paper Pumpkin's a bit of a headache right now, but that's okay. Anyway, so yes, Paper Pumpkin kit is here, but we are not opening it up tonight. Heck no. That's going to take too long, and I'm just not up for it. But beautiful box. This is the Inked Occasions, April 2025. It's finally here. But no, we're not doing this yet. I know I'm being a tease, but like, yeah, I got Paper Pumpkin, but we're not crafting with it tonight. That's just me. Oh, hey, Evelyn. Thanks for watching. But what we are doing tonight is opening up my other Stampin' Up! Order. That way to kind of show you, whoa, I got everything happening here. Whoa. Let's bring everything back. Oh, come on. I'm a little sleepy. Okay, everything's down. Alright, well, let's reboot. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, let's get this to come back, hopefully. Great start to the video. Okay, we're coming back, guys. Alright, we should be back now. Hi. Okay. Alright, let's try this. So yeah, my Stampin' Up! Order came. It was a doozy one, too. I actually splurged recently and got a whole whack of stuffs. Now, I'm just going to keep this off to the side, this big box, because it's got like my address and everything on it. I don't want you to know where I'm working. I don't need the barbs of the world to find out. So, because I'm presenting for the team next month, I wanted to get a couple essentials. So I've got some Baker's Twine Essential Pack, because it's good to have a little bit of thread. I already have these, but I got more. Is the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. These are like, I think just under $9, and these are really great for almost any cards. And then, I stocked up, last night was a tease, I stocked up on a whole whack of ink here. I'll name it all the colors in the short. Like, I went ink crazy on this order, because, hey, I might as well. Because I want to do more stuff, and it's good to be able to have access to more stuff. So that's where the intention was to get all this. Yes, lots of ink. Ink and ink and ink. My goodness, look at all the ink. Yeah, I bought a lot of ink. And then I also bought a whole whack of cardstock. And because I redeemed this order just before the rewards program ended, some people, I was able to do the rewards, so I got some of the stuff for free. So, neat tip on the thread. Yeah, no, that makes sense. However, Evelyn, I'm purposely following a Stampin' Up! Challenge team challenge next month. So, I gotta do things legit. Hence why this order. Kind of thing. So here's our colors. Now I got a whole whack of ink, which is super. Because I want to stock up on these. Because I through the Paper Pumpkin kits, I get the little ink spots, for example. But these don't last long, so I can get the ink refills. So we got Fresh Freesia, Calypso Coral, which is this one literally right here. Petunia Pop, Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie. I even keep a list of what I have. Copper Clay, Misty Moonlight. Do I already have Misty Moonlight? No, I think it's Night of Navy. It's Night of Navy. Okay. I was like, did I buy the same one twice? No, Misty Moonlight. Daffodil Delight. Flirty Flamingo. Garden Green. Real Red. And Poppy Parade. So, I just started at the start my color scheme and picked up a whole bunch of colors. This one's retiring, so I wanted to grab that quickly because I do have the little ink spot for that. So that was a cool, grab because, hey, I like using the inks. I want to use more of it. So be handy to be able to refill my little ink spots as needed. And then my other order, the rest of it is literally cardstock. And that's all I got. So this order was super essentials. Evelyn, she's Cocoa Bean was colored with me instead, but then, oh, okay, I guess he's having a fun night. Alright, so cardstock, Garden Green, Fresh Freesia, which I love this color, Shade Spruce, Highland Heather, Daffodil Delight, Lost Lagoon, because I love that color, and Pumpkin Pie. So I picked these colors with 2 suites in mind. I'm going to potentially be designing a cards around, probably my May class as well. And that's it. And that was my order. It is a whole whack of stuff that, be good to get some essentials. That way I can do some crafting with these colors as needed. Let me go this way. That way I can, have some fun here. So I'm excited. And there we go. And that's as far as I'm going to get tonight because I'm tired. I'm just a little drained tonight. I got like a little bit of rest last night, but it's still, not enough. Anyways, and I'm also on a tangent. So just to kind of do a little throwback here. A few years ago, we had this planner, and I decided to pull it out and use it. So I'm not going to show what's inside of it because that's personal. But so here's what's happening with me. However, spectrum, neurodivergent, ADHD, I might have a slight bit of it. But I do know as I get older, I'm having difficulty with task lists and staying focused in that. And I've tried programs. I've done Google Tasks. I've done Asana. And you know what? They're not working for me. So maybe it's best to go back to pen and paper again. Try like a notebook kind of thing, but I like that planner because I can move the pages in that. Because as tasks change, I want to reorganize in that. So that's what I'm looking to get into. If anybody has good advice or success when it comes to tasks and come up with a system, and I would love to hear it because there's so much out there. I can find a system that's going to work for me. I just gotta find it. But first is start somewhere. Figure out what works and what doesn't and move from there. So, yeah. So the May challenge, for example, this is one of the cards, more or less, for the May challenge that I'm going to do. Last night, me playing with the watercolor mess with the inks and water, and that was a total mess. That's towards the challenge. Because the entire challenge that I'm working on all has to do with these stamps and dies. I have to design like 4 or 5 cards or so with this bundle in mind. Even another part of the challenge is doing up little treat boxes here. I've got these 3 that I made over the weekend, which are super, super cute. So that's another part of the challenge is working on these. So they're a little sticky. Anyway. So that's where May is a little more complicated for me. That's where I need to get some essentials. That way, I've got the legit Stampin' Up! Stuff to be able to pull off the challenge. Hey, Elaine, just about to finish up the video. I was just showing my haul of goodies. Because I brought in a whole whack of cardstock and inks. And looking forward to having some fun with it. So, I was gonna, because like even when I designed this card's great and all, but the only thing that's going to kick my butt is that stamp is not current. So I had to come up with something else. Hence why the starfish and the seashell is part of those dies. So that kind of worked out a little better with this design, which I do love these. And yes, that paper looks like a newspaper and use the newsflash. Yes, I'm definitely going to do something with a newsy feeling. I do have a quick draft lined out on something I may be able to do with that, one of the news stamps, and let me show you. This looks like an envelope in the mailbox type of thing, so I'll have to figure out what these are going to do for me, but not tonight. I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to chill. And yeah, because one of the cards I'll be doing is casing from the catalog anyway, on more or less a version of what what the company's already shown. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me, but you know what? I gotta get some rest. I'm gonna work on my task listing thingies and see if I can make this work. So if anybody has advice for tasks lists, I would love to hear it, and how to use planners and that. Because I gotta come up with, and this is actually a stepping up one too, so this will be kind of cool. Alright friends, I'm jetting. Have a good night. Because, yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. So ideally, I should be on, HMU when you get off here. I have no idea what that means right now, Evelyn. Anyway, and then just to kind of show, here's the new paper pumpkin kit. This just got, oh, pretty planner, you want one. These are old. No, these are only come in this color. This is old. This is retired. They don't make them anymore. So anyway, and then beautiful box. So hit me up. Thank you, Evelyn, because I don't do slang like that. Anyway, with that, guys, I'm gonna go. Have a good night. Bye.